toilet seems to be empty. Okay, let's try look at the toilet bowl. Sometimes we can find some valuable loot inside. Okay, seems to be empty and... Okay, this is not good. Hello guys, welcome to my new YouTube channel. I'm DanLex95. Now, I'm sure most of you guys familiar with the game Repo. If not, this is an online horror game where you go around haunted houses and extract valuable objects while avoiding dangerous creatures. Please help the channel with like and subscribe and put on the ring bell notification on so I can put up more amazing content in the future. So without further ado, please sit back and enjoy. Thank you. Okay, so we're at stage 1 right now, so hopefully we can reach at least stage 3. That's what I'm hoping for. Okay, so I have been playing this game for close to 2 weeks now. I always kept at stage 3 for some reasons that the enemy always managed to catch up to me. I'm not sure if it's just me, but the enemy seems to be more aggressive at this stage. I've seen quite a lot of people actually play this game, and they made it seems to be so easy to reach like insanely high level. Hopefully I can do this as well. Okay, so let's grab one of this. Okay, we got quite a few items here. Alright. Okay, doing so far so good. Okay, so I think that's all for this room. Let's check our map. So since this is a stage 1, so the map should not be that bad now. So we have 2 choices to go around this area. Let's see, so I think we can go ahead to the top area first to see if got anything we can get from the room ahead. Okay, let's see. Okay, so the door is still closed, so that means no monster yet coming into this room. Let's look around. Okay, so we have 1 monkeys on top over there. Alright, so let's try push our card in. Okay, let's grab our card. Oh wait, we still have this door, haven't checked yet. Let's try see what we can find. So the toilet seems to be empty. Okay, let's try look at the toilet bowl. Sometimes we can find some valuable loot inside. Okay, seems to be empty and... Okay, this is not good. So guys, our first monster is the clown. So if we are not being careful, it can actually one-hit KO us with his laser beam. So let's hide behind the door. Hopefully we can avoid being caught by the clown. Also guys, I heard the ducky quack. If you guys do know, it's actually another monster. Seems to be quiet now. Let's have a look at the outside. So the clown is still going around. Hopefully he didn't see us just now. Alright, maybe can try sneak out, have a look around. And guys, that is actually the ducky, the fearsome predator. If you have played this game, you will know just how scary it is. Once you trigger it, it will keep chasing you and bites you. Maybe we can try sneak out right now since the clown seems to be away. Okay, let's try see. Yep, I think the clown is away now. Let's try move on to the other area. Maybe should park our car here. Let's try sneak our way to the other side. Oh wait, almost missed this locker. So it seems to be empty. Okay, let's try move on. Hey, so we have quite a few items over here. This is good. Let's try look around a bit. Maybe we can go into this room. Let's see what we can find here. So let's see. We got 2 items here. Okay, let's be careful not to bump into the clown. So we have an explosive barrel, if I remember the name correctly. And we have a boulder. And there's a vase. Guys, let's try to be careful. The clown is nearby. Let's try not to get caught, or else we'll get laser beam and we are toasted. I'm guessing the clown's at the upper area now. Let's try head to the room at the right. Hopefully we don't get bumped into the clown. Let's hide under the table over there. I think the room is safe for now. Let's try check around. To be honest, it is actually much scarier when playing alone comparing to playing with friends. At least when playing with friends, the atmosphere is less tense. What do you guys think? I watch a lot of people goofing around when they're playing with their friends. Let's try check out the locker. Hopefully you can find something in one of those lockers. Okay, at least we got 1 item over here. Let's try look over there. So it seems to be very quiet over here. So there's another area we haven't checked yet. Maybe we can try go over there and see what we can find. Okay, we have 1 item over here. Let's try check in the toilet. Got 1 bottle. Maybe can try look into those cubicles. Right, we got diamond. Let's try to check the toilet bowl. Alright, so it's empty. Okay, have a door on top. Okay, so there's no monster coming in yet. Okay, that's good. Let's try check the last toilet bowl. Okay, we have 1 items here. Right, let's try to go back to our cart. Also, let's check our map first before we go back. So I think the monster most likely are gathering at the top area. That's why we didn't see any monster yet at this side of the area. So we have to be careful a bit. Right, let's try move on. It is oddly quiet. Maybe you can look over here. Hopefully you can find some things. Right, it seems to be nothing. And I hear the ducky again. And now it's right in front of us. Let's try to find a way to get rid of the ducky. Hopefully we manage to get loose away from the ducky now. So let's try get back to our cart. Hopefully we don't bump into any monsters. I'm not sure about you guys, but it is oddly quiet here. Hopefully I didn't jinx myself. So we are close to our cart now. Oh, right, so the door has been broken down, probably by the clown. Let's try to grab hold on our cart. Let's try hide again. So the ducky seems to be in our cart right now. Right, so he went the other side. So let's try grab all the valuable loots we have found. Just to be sure there's no monster. Right, let's try check over. Seems to be clear, so let's try move on. Right, so let's try drop our cart over here. Let's grab all the things we have found. So it's a uranium plate. Have to be careful. It's the most easiest things to break. Alright, let's try push our cart into the toilet. And maybe can drop our cart over here. Then we try to close our door in case enemy sees us. Wait. Oh, okay, so maybe I didn't close the door fully. That should be okay for now. Let's try grab all the things. Let's try to be careful here. Alright, so let's try grab all the things in the cubicle. So let's start off with the diamond. For the diamond, we have to be a little bit careful. In this game, diamond is extremely fragile. Fuck. Yeah, this is what I meant. The diamond is extremely fragile. Okay. Wait, I thought I push to the other side. So let's try grab the door as well. At least the door is less fragile, so less worrying. So last item from the toilet bowl. The door seems to close on us. Let's open the back. Now let's try grab this item. Okay, so a little bit disgusting. And try to open the door first. Hopefully we don't bump into any creatures. Let's try look out. So far it seems like the pathway is clear. Let's try move on. Let's hope that we don't accidentally bump into the clown. Oh fuck. The clown is right there. So let's try drop our card and hide. Hopefully it didn't come this way. Seems to be oddly quiet now. Maybe we can try look over. Well, I don't hear any sound anymore. Hopefully the clown is away from our side. Okay, let's try go over. Wait. Oh shit, the clown. Ouch. So, okay. Let's try run. Oh, come on. Let's try run. Ouch. We are being kicked like a football. Alright, let's try run. Please. Run. So that was actually the laser beam sound. If we didn't dodge it, we'll be dead by now. Okay, let's try hide. Hopefully it sees us. That is actually very painful. Well, the clown sometimes will kick us instead. Okay, let's try get back over here. Alright, let's try go over to our card. Let's try grab our card. And we have a ducky. So let's try go into this room. I don't think the clown will be in this room now. You guys saw it as well. It went to our base checkpoint. So let's try grab the items we found in the locker now. Let's try to be careful with the cup. Ouch. So we lost a little bit value there, but it's still okay. It's just a minor scratch. Right, so let's try to look over. Hopefully the clown is not coming in yet. Alright, so let's try to grab our card. So now we'll be heading to the top right corner. So let's try to be careful since nearer to the clown monster. Hopefully we don't bump into the clown monster. So let's try drop our card over here. Okay, just check around, make sure there's no enemy. And there is the ducky. That's good that the ducky didn't see us. Alright, so let's try to grab all the items now. Just try to making sure there's no monster around. Since we are low HP right now, let's hope that we don't get into any trouble. Alright, so it's in the cart. Just in case, always check your surrounding. You never know that sometimes the clown might appear suddenly. In this case, it's a ducky. Let's try hide over here. I believe the ducky is gone. I think it went to the other side of the room. That is a good thing. So let's try grab all the loots over this side. Right, let's try to grab the boulder first, since it's the nearest. Alright, let's try to grab our cart over. Okay, maybe we have to try to grab from the handle. Alright, so let's try stick it near to our barrel so we can try to roll the barrel into the cart. Okay, let's try to avoid the dark key. I think he headed up, so let's try roll our barrel now. And there's another item on the top left. We'll check out later. The barrel seems to be a bit heavy. Maybe we can pull our cart and try to roll our barrel. I'm still trying to familiar with the mechanism of rolling items. Some items are easier to roll over, but okay, so the dark key is still here. Alright, so it seems to went that directions. Hopefully it didn't make a U-turn. Oh, wait, it did. Let's try hide again. This time it went to the right hand side of the area. Alright, so it should be safe for now. Let's try roll the barrel again. So it seems like this time we might be able to roll over. So when try to roll objects around, sometimes you have to find a very weird angle to move your mouse around. Still try to learn how to roll the barrels now. It is a bit heavy. Sometimes we have to adjust the angle. Okay, so it seems to be rolling on top now. Oh, it dropped back down. Let's try again. Okay, so it's a little bit hard. Maybe you can try find a different angle again. Okay, I think this time might be working. Okay, so it's almost there. Alright, nice. So we got the barrel into our cart right now. Just to make sure the pathway is clear. There's no other enemy. And let's try grab the last item over here. Okay, let's try to figure out how to put in. Maybe over here. Alright, nice. So let's try check around our surrounding again. So we have another two items in the room. Right, so let's try grab our cart. So I think maybe we can try to push our cart into the room first. We'll try to figure out how we can arrange the item on top of our cart. If unable to fit, then maybe we have to come back over for a second run. So let's try to grab the smaller item since it's easier to fit in. Then later on we'll try to grab the CPU. Okay, so let's try drop it there. I think we can try to fit the PC, the CPU. Hopefully it works. We just have to find the right angle to put in. Wait, how the hell did the clown see us? I wonder how did the clown manage to see us just now. Okay, so we are back at stage 1 now. Hopefully we can do better at this round. Okay, maybe let's try look over the truck. Sometimes might have some items inside. Okay, let's try go in. Okay, the truck seems to be empty. Okay, never mind. Let's try check at the back, at the boot. So sometimes we can find items here as well. Okay, empty. No worry. So let's try move on to the outside area. Well, I have to say the truck sometimes is a good spot when you try to hide away from enemy. Especially like norms that cannot climb up. Okay, let's try look around here. Let's check, see any items. Okay, seems to be empty. Alright, just try check again. Okay, let's move on. So seems like this area no monster in yet. Let's try to look around. So hopefully I'm doing not too bad over here. What do you guys think, since this is my first time doing gameplay recording? So there's one item over there. Let's try get it down. It's a frog. Let's try to check this locker. So it's empty this time. Okay, we have another items over here. Let's try pick it up. Sometimes we have to try to find the right angle to able to grab it. It is kinda quiet. Hopefully I don't jinx it. Wait. Okay, I think I saw one item, but can't seem to find it now. Okay, so there's a monster coming in. Let's try hide. So it's over there on the left side. Not sure what it is, but I have to be careful. Hopefully it's not a dangerous type. Okay, so it's just another ducky. So since it's a ducky, so at least we are safe for now. As long as we don't accidentally trigger the ducky, we are still good. I think I saw the item somewhere around here just now. You guys saw it as well, right? So far it's empty over this side. Alright, let's try check our map. Wait, I think I hear enemy. Wait, oh, it's just a ducky. Okay. It seems like the ducky is very active right now. Okay, so the ducky seems to be didn't notice us. Not sure if it's a bug. Right, let's try to look for the item just now. If not mistaken, the item should be near the door. Yeah, it's indicating it's near the door. I can't seem to find it. Oh wait, is that it? Or maybe yeah, let's try open the door a little bit. Let's try look over again. Yeah, I think that might be the item. And the ducky is back again. So let's try to find somewhere else to hide. So at least to avoid the ducky following us. Alright, let's try to push our cart near the door. Hopefully we can jump on top and reach the item. Oh yes, we can. Okay, so we got the diamond. Alright, let's move on. Okay, so we have a PC. Okay, so we got the CPU there. Let's try move it into our cart. Okay, there's another item at the front. Let's grab the plate. Right, let's check around. Maybe we can check over this room. And we didn't mean to break the door. Okay, I think I saw one item just now. Right, so it's clear. Just to be double confirmed. Right, let's try grab our card and get into the room. Okay, so let's park it here and grab the items on the table. I think I heard some noise just now. Let's try go check it out, guys. Alright, so it's awfully quiet now. Hopefully we don't bump into some enemies that is very hard to deal with. Okay, so the room seems to be quiet. Maybe let's try look around. Maybe we can open some lockers. Okay, so both are empty. Let's try and see. Hopefully we can grab some of the items over here. Okay, so we have a CPU, the PC again. Right, let's try to go over there. So it's still quiet, there's no enemy around. I don't know, when it's overly quiet, I don't feel safe either. Because we don't know what are the enemies that we are going to deal with. Anyway, let's try grab our card over. Okay, all clear. Hopefully no monsters coming in. It's clear over there. Okay. Right, let's try pick this up. Okay, so that's all good. Oh my god! Okay, I have to hide fast. Hopefully he didn't see us. Alright, so this monster known as the Headman. So usually it floats around, but when it finds a player, it begins to scream and rapidly approaching them. And also this monster capable of dealing 50 damage per hit. So meaning if it bites on you 2 times, you're practically dead. Okay, so it went straight ahead, so at least that's a good thing. So maybe we can actually try to grab our card and try go to the room on the left. Okay, hopefully it didn't come back. Comparing with Ducky, I still prefer Ducky better. At least the Ducky will not try to kill you immediately. But the Headman will try to kill you as soon as it sees you. So let's try park our card over here and check around the room. Immediately we can see a few items now. Okay. Right, so let's try to grab some of the items now. So maybe start off with the pocket watch. I used to call this compass. I thought it was a compass because it does look like a one. Okay, somehow it mixed into the CPU. Let's try to grab the uranium cup. Right, let's try to be careful because it's easily break. Okay, alright, maybe try to rearrange a little bit. Alright, nice. So let's try to grab another pocket watch. Alright, so let's try look around the room again. So I believe that's all for this room. Let's check on our map here. There's still one area we haven't gone in yet. Hopefully we don't bump into the headman later on. So it seems to be quiet now, so let's try grab our cart over. So now we know in this stage we got two enemies now. One is the headman, the other one is the ducky. So at least we know our enemy, so we know how to deal with the enemy itself. For the ducky, as long as we don't touch it, we will be safe. Let's try drop our cart here and try go over to the room, just to make sure there's no enemy. And to deal with the headman, just crouching and it will not be able to notice you. The ducky seems to be very active now. Just to be careful when picking things up, sometimes it will just jump right in front of you, and so be careful not to touch it by accident. So in the room, what we can see so far is we have the explosive barrel over there, as well as another item. So I think that's all for this room. Let's try to go into this area, another room. Hopefully we can find more items around here. And instead we found ourselves a ducky. Let's try hide underneath the chair. You know what? Maybe we can try make the ducky not be able to see us. Maybe it will go away. Okay, so I think that did the trick and the ducky just went away. So we have one item. Okay, just double check, make sure there's no monster coming into the room. Yeah, over there's a uranium cup. Right, so I think that's all for this room. Let's slowly get back to our cart and try to bring it over. Just to be careful, so we try to avoid bump into the headman. Alright, all clear, so let's try to move on. And the ducky is back. Right, so let's try drop our cart in the room first. Over here. And we try to do the same trick again. Let's hide underneath the chair. Hopefully the ducky will run away again. Okay, I think the ducky came back into the room. I think that should do the trick. Let's try grab our cup. Alright, so we got the uranium cup now. So let's try to go over outside just to check the situations. So all clear, that's good. So we've got one items there. That's good. Alright, so we have another item on the coffee pot. Alright, let's try grab this. Okay, it heavier than it looks. Alright, and we got another items. Let's try grab the bonsai. Let's see. So I think maybe we can try grab all the smaller objects and put them at the checkpoint. Then only come back for the explosive barrel. Let's flip the toilet bowl. Alright, it's empty. Okay, so we got quite a few items here. Alright, let's try grab our card. Oh wait, the head is there. Okay, let's try hide over here. Hopefully it didn't see us. Okay, so it's just right up there. So it seems to be away, I think. Alright. Maybe we can, let's try check out. Let's try grab our card. I think it's gone from the room for now. Okay, so just a metal chain. Hopefully it's not back anytime soon. Right, so let's try grab all the items now. Grab these two cups as well. Let's try arrange it. Hopefully it don't drop when we move our card. Alright, that should do the trick. And don't forget about the locker. Let's try check it out. So the locker is empty. Also guys, I'm just curious about how much is the explosive barrel worth. Let's go check out. So it's about 11.9k. So if to grab all the items including the barrel, we should have about 35k ish. So a ducky is back, so let's try ignore it for now. So the ducky seems to be gone. Let's try check at the hallway to our first checkpoint. Hopefully we don't bump into any enemies. Apparently the ducky was spawned on the other end. Never mind, let's try push our cart back to our first checkpoint. I have to say that the ducky keep quacking right in front of us is actually getting a bit annoying. Okay, let's try hide underneath the truck. Okay, so the ducky is still here. Let's try hide inside the truck. Okay, so seems to be quiet now, so I'll assume the ducky is gone. We have a piece of floating metal in the room. Anyway, let's try go and close the door. So hopefully no monster will be able to spot us in the room. There's quite a lot of things we need to unload from the cart. Let's try reposition our cart, and we accidentally drop one of the items. So it's just a cup. Let's try to clear out all the smaller items first, since it is easier to take out from the cart. The bonsai seems to be extra bouncy. The CPU seems to be stuck. Oh wait, maybe it's the tape that blocking it. Let's try get rid of this first. So now we can move the PC. Just to check we don't go over the minimum requirement. So now let's try take out some of the smaller items again. So our minimum requirement is 10.4, we got 8.9. So let's try filter those lower value items, so at least we can fit more on the checkpoint. So let's try put this CPU on the floor carefully. If we were to put the CPU now into the checkpoint, it will hit the minimum requirement and you start extracting. And we don't want that to happen because we need to pick up the explosive barrel later. I think now we should have enough space to carry the explosive barrel in. Let's try open the door to see if got monster at the hallway or not. Okay, so it's there. Alright, so it spotted us, so let's try hide underneath the truck. So the headman has damaged some of our items now. Hopefully it's gone. Alright, so it's away from the hallway. That's it. So the frog jumped out from the cart. Hopefully it does not attract the headman back to this area. So our CPU value has dropped a bit. That's okay. Let's try to grab our explosive barrel now. Just checking. No monsters ahead. I'm a little bit nervous now, just in case we bump into the headman, because it can further damage some of the remainings of the item value in our cart right now. Hopefully we don't bump into the headman when we try to grab our explosive barrel. So the ducky is with us right now. Let's try get rid of the ducky first before we try to grab ourselves the explosive barrel. So at least it will not disturbing us when we try to carry the barrel. Let's hide over here. Hopefully the ducky will be gone by now. Okay, so the ducky did went away, so that's good. So there's still some space between our cart and the barrel. Let's try move our cart nearer to the barrel so it's easier to roll our items into the cart. I have to say rolling items in this game Okay, ducky is back. Let's try to do the same tricks again. Seems like the ducky is gone. That's good. Let's try to roll our barrel now. So to try to roll the item in this game is a little bit tricky. Sometimes you have to move your mouse in the very awkward positions to try to get the items roll in. We are close to manage to get the barrel in now. Nice, so we got the barrel just landed in. Let's try to hide ourselves again to get rid of the ducky before we move back to our base. Let's see. Okay, so the ducky just went into that room ahead. So let's try to move our cart back to our base quickly. Hopefully we don't bump into the headman at this point. Okay, let's try to drop our cart over here and check if the monster is in the hallway or not. So the hallway seems to be clear. Let's try to grab our cart again and back to the checkpoint. So later when we're back at the checkpoint, make sure to put our items in quickly before the gate closes on us, so we don't lose any value after all the efforts we put in. Let's do a final check on the hallway. Make sure there's no enemies around. So let's try grab our PC, then our cart in. Hopefully we can fit everything within the space area. Okay, let's do it this quick before the gate shuts. That should be in the box. Okay, that's good. So we don't have any loss, so we gain 34k as we expected. Okay, let's try hide underneath here. Well, that was scary. At least we managed to pass through our stage 1 with maximized loots. So now we have 34k. Wait, is that what I think it is? Right, so we have a feather drone. This is a very good item, especially when we're playing solo. It can help us to compensate our lack of strength, so we can carry bigger items. As for our upgrade, we must get a strength upgrade first. So at least we can build up the strength to maybe move enemies around as well. Sometimes we can do some kill with it. And let's try to see. We should try to grab the health upgrade. So at least we pass our breaking point. By that means at least we are more than 100 HP, so we got 120. Most enemy will dealt around 100 at max. So at least we will not guarantee to be one hit by our enemy. Zero gravity drone. I think it might act as same as the feather drone. Maybe we can try test this out. Okay, it doesn't seem working. Alright, so it managed to attach to us. It does make our character float when we're jumping. Let's see what we can do with it. Okay, so it can make us jump higher as well. That is interesting. Or maybe we can try use this to try to look for the secret room on the ceiling. Maybe we can try to go in since we can jump higher now. Let's try look around since I'm not sure where is the exact spot for the secret room on the ceiling is. So I don't think he's here. Let's try look at the other spot. Never mind, let's just put this away. Maybe next time when we can find out again, then we can try to use it. So for now we have our both upgrades, the strength and the health. Maybe we can try grab another stamina. Let's try see what we can upgrade. I'm thinking instead of stamina upgrade, maybe we can try grab something like a weapon, like grenade here. Maybe we can try to use it to kill an enemy. So we just on the dot 34k. I would say not bad for this round. We can get at least a feather drone, as well as some strength upgrade, as well as the health upgrade. The feather drone will definitely comes in handy later on, especially when we try to grab bigger items here. So let's try move on to stage 2 now. So let's try to equip all our items. Strength upgrade, stamina upgrade, and 1 health upgrade. As for the grenade in slot 2 and slot 3 for feather drone, let's try to get this going. Hopefully we can roll further. So we are at stage 2 right now. Accidentally pressed. So let's try grab our card here. Hopefully we can do better as well at this stage. To be honest guys, actually I'm not really a fan for this Headman Manor map. I will explain later on. So let's try to grab as many items as we can find from this room. So we got 1 item here. Let's try put into our cart. Okay, let's look around a little bit more. So I think there's another item actually near the candle. Okay, let's try grab it. We got 2 items at the back there. Okay, we got another items here. I would say this is quite a generous start for this map. Okay, let's put that in. Let's try to grab the other 2 items. Let's try grab the bottle first. Then we can grab the cup later. Alright, nice. Okay, let's try not to forget our uranium cup as well. So to carry this cup, we have to be extra careful not to break it since it's very fragile. Okay, so the top shelf we have a bottle as well. Maybe you can try find something to jump on. There's another item at the back. Before that, maybe you can try jump on top of our cart over here. Nice, so we managed to reach it. Let's try put it in. Now let's try to grab our cash over there. So let's try put it in the cart. Nice. Well, I think we got most of the items here in the map already. Let's try check. So I'm thinking maybe we can go to the right hand side, the small hallway, since it's the dead end, so we can try to grab all the loots before we proceed to the bigger area. Right, let's try open the door. Hopefully there's no enemy. Okay, so we have another item here. So it's a clown door. That's a good item. It can be used as a weapon if we want to. Let's try to open the door again. See what we can get from the room. Seems to be empty. Let's try check on the fridge. So the fridge is empty. Let's try to look around. Okay, so we have a cup on this cupboard. Almost missed it. Never mind, let's try grab this first. Let's put this into our cart. Okay, just to make sure there's no enemy. Right, so we got it in. So the door seems to be still closed. So that's a good thing. Let's try to grab the clown door. Okay, so at least the enemy is not yet. Let's try grab this door. Alright, nice. Let's try to push our cart over to the left hand side. I think I saw knobs around just now. Okay, let's try to be careful. Let's try to pull our cart into our checkpoint. So for this stage, reason why I hate it is because there's many obstacles. So with the norms around, it's harder for us to try to move our carts items around. Okay, so I did see them. So it was norms. So we have to be careful a bit. Now is to speed up ourselves. If otherwise, they will come and destroy our loot's value. So meaning if we left our cart at the side, they will go attack it. Or the other way will be we try to lift our cart and put on a top surface level like table or chairs or higher area where they cannot reach. And that seems to be very active right now. Okay, so let's try move our clown on the sofa seats. So later on we can try use it as a weapon. Still learning on how to attack the enemy, but it's kinda scary at the same time when we try to confront those enemies. Right. So now I'm thinking, should we check in our loots, or maybe we can go around to gather more loots, then only return them into the money bag? Let's check around. Seems to be quiet now. You know what? Let's try sneak around the whole area. At least we have a better navigations for all the places. Alright, so we have quite a few items in the fridge. Alright, let's try look around a bit more. Okay, seems to be safe over here. Let's check around the chest. So we got one item. Alright, maybe we can try look over this door. Let's see what's in the room. Okay, let's try open up those cupboards. Okay, so we have one items over there. Let's try open the door. Okay, it seems to be empty. Okay, right. How about here? Alright, so we have a big vase. Okay, so let's try and maybe we can go around a little bit more. I have to say it's a little bit okay, so the norm is here. Right. Yeah, let's try look around a little bit more before we go back to grab our card. I have to say it is a bit scary, especially when even though there's no enemies around. Alright, so the vase is a bit fragile. Or maybe we can try go back and grab our card so we can transport it back to our checkpoint. Okay, just to make sure there's no norms around. Okay, so let's see. Maybe we should try put some of the items on the checkpoint. So at least we have more space to carrying the vase, and also maybe can pick up some of the items along the way. Okay, just try to put those more fragile items first. Right, so let's try. Maybe I can put some of the dolls on the sofa seat as well. Cause we are at 7.7k at the checkpoint. If we turn in more than the desired amount, the 8.1k, you actually automatically change into the money back. But I want to try gather a little bit more before turning them into money back. So let's try empty out all the items and put it on the sofa seats. Alright. Maybe should bring the clown doll as a weapon. Right, so let's try sneak back to the room with the vase. Okay, so we have a norms at the side. Okay, let's try make sure. Let's deal with them first. Alright, so let's try to kill them first. Ouch. Ow. They are kind of painful though, especially when they all gather together and attacking you. Ouch. Sometimes they're a little bit hard to grab. Right, so let's try grab the items in the fridge right now. Alright, just try to be careful not to knock the items so we don't lose any value. Ouch. Okay. Just a little bit, so I guess it's still fine. Okay, let's try to avoid the mistakes again. Okay, the music started getting more creepier now. Okay, so let's try park our cart and let's go in to grab the items. Alright, make sure there's no enemy. Okay, there's also another items on the cupboard there. Let's try grab that first. Alright, let's try move our cart in the room. Okay, let's try park over here. Right, so try to grab that's the music box. So the thing about the music box is it will keep you spinning when you try to grab hold on it. Okay, so that's how it works. But at the same time now we have to be extra careful, because the music box will attract enemies. Okay, let's try to be careful. Let's sneak back to the room with the vase. Okay. So we'll be constantly checking the map as well, just to see the direction of the door. Right, so let's try close the door first, just in case the enemy see us. We don't want that to happen. And move the cart next to the vase. Right, so let's try move the clown, make space for the vase. Okay, nice. So let's try roll the vase in. Okay, let's try to be careful here, because this item is a bit fragile. Okay, let's try maybe balance it, maybe straighten it. Okay, it doesn't seem to work. Maybe try the other direction. I have to say that the rotating system in this game is a little bit hard to control. Okay, let's try move to the side near the sofa. Alright, almost there. Okay, let's try put down again. Just be careful not to break it. Okay, that's good. Now let's try bring our clown back to the cart. Okay, it doesn't seem to fit. Okay, never mind. Let's check the outside area. Okay, make sure it's clear. Alright, let's check the map. Okay, so it seems to be safe for now. Let's try push our cart back to our checkpoint now. Alright, so let's try grab all the things and turn into the money bag. Alright, so just now I purposely left the clown at the sofa seats, so later we'll pick it back up and use it as a weapon later. So we got 23k right now. That is a very good start value. So later on will be easier for us to clear our second checkpoint. Alright, let's try put this in the cart. It's a little bit heavy. Alright, so we have 15k extra. Right, let's try get back to our clown. Okay, so we have another monster now. Alright, so let's try put our card here. So that is a truce. Okay, let's try maybe hide first. Yeah, let's try to hide inside the truck first. So the good thing to deal with the truce is basically you just try slowly move away from it. As long as you're crawling, it will not notice you, and it moves in a slow speed. Right, so it's on the left hand side. Let's wait until it go up. Okay, that's good. So it went out. And the scary thing about that monster is basically it literally can one hit KO you. And it's very hard for you to avoid its attack basically because it will actually create a vortex and to pull you into its attack. Right, I think it should be safe for us to move our card for now. Right, let's see where it went. Okay, so it went up the area. Alright, that's good. So we can proceed to our left side of the area. That's where our clown doll is. Okay, let's try check around again. Alright, let's try pick this up. Alright. Okay, so let's try pick our clown doll. Alright, let's try look up ahead. Make sure there's no enemies around before we push our card in. Okay, I think we can still hear the monster just now on the right side of the room. Over there. Alright, maybe we can try sneak up to this hallway. Okay, so the gnomes are back. Ouch. Okay, let's try get rid of them. Okay, and there's a last one. Right. So for the gnomes, their attack is basically they will always do 10 damage to you. But when they gather in a group, they actually will be quite painful, especially they usually gather in a group of 4 or 5. So they will deal at least like 50 damage. Practically it's about half of your HP gone. Okay, let's try park our card here. Let's look up ahead. Okay, so we got 1 items there. Let's try grab that. Okay, it should be high enough. Okay, let's try grab it. Nice. Okay, let's try check Over here is that end. Okay. So nothing on top. Let's try go back our card. Okay, so I think it's time for us to go to the room at the left side. Okay, maybe we can try to look for our second checkpoint as well. Okay, just to be sure. Alright, let's be careful over here. Hopefully we don't bump into the monster that threw just now. Alright, let's hide under the table. Okay, we got quite a few items. Okay, let's check out our surroundings. So I think the top area, yeah, over here, should be heading our second checkpoint. Okay, let's look around. Alright, that's clear. I believe that will be our checkpoint. Let's try open the door and see. Yep, so this is our checkpoint. Let's try activate it. Okay, hopefully we don't bump into monsters. Oh, okay, so we have norms again. Wait, what? Okay, good eye. It's the same as you. Ouch. Ouch, I thought I dealt with you just now. Wait, out. Okay, let's try toss you again. Okay. Yeah, so guys, so from what you can see just now, when a group of them attacking you is actually very painful. Okay, let's try grab our card again. So let's try grab our card. Okay, I think I heard the... Okay, so there it is. Let's try to avoid it for now, because we don't want to bump into it. Okay, so it seems to be quiet now. Alright, so let's try pull our card over. Okay, so should be safe. Let's try check again. Alright, let's try grab these two items. Alright, so we have 2 diamonds. Have to be careful, they are extremely fragile. Even though they are the most hardest or solids in the earth, but in this game they're the fragile item. Alright. Okay, so let's try turn in our loot. I think should be more than enough for now. Even though there's another area we haven't checked, but I think let's not to greed out get every single items for, cause I don't want to risk our progress so far, since we only down to 30 HP. So let's try get back to our truck. Alright, so we are very close to our truck, so hopefully we don't bump into any enemies. Alright, so just straight ahead. Okay, so just let's run. So we are back at here, the truck. Okay, let's try close the truck door. Whew, that was close. So just now when I saw those knobs, I was a bit panicked, because we are at low HP and those knobs can potentially end our I will run. Okay, so we are at the station. Okay, that is a good item. So we have indestructible drones. So at least now we can drag our items without worrying the value drop. Okay, so we have strength as well, probably stamina. Okay, maybe I should grab the stamina as well. Let's think. So if I to grab stamina, at least later on I can run longer. I can run further, I mean. And what else we have? We have sprint. Let me think. Because we have already spent 26k, so also let's try and think it out. So we also have the feather drone just now from a previous stage. So combined with the indestructible drone, so we can compensate for our lack of strength. So maybe we can ditch the strength for now, since we only left with 4k. So yeah, so I think we can ditch the strength and go for the stamina upgrade. So at least later we can outrun some of the enemy without slowing down. With the indestructible drone, at least we don't need to worry about the value items go down or the items potentially break. Yeah, I think that will be our wise selections for now. Right, let's move on to stage 3. Okay, so let's try equip ourselves with all the items we bought. Let's try put the grenades maybe at 2. Okay, let's put it at 1, and this will be 3. Alright, so let's try move on. At least we touched stage 3. Hopefully we can pass through the stage 3. Alright, so we are at stage 3 right now. Let's try grab our card. Hopefully we can pass through this stage. Okay, let's check our map. Okay, let's try proceed. Hopefully we can get this over quick. Okay, so it's all empty. Okay, let's try check on all the rooms around here. Okay, let's try open up all the chests. So this one's empty. Okay, empty as well. Hopefully this got item. Okay, so we got 1 diamond. Let's try grab it. Okay, so let's try to be careful not to smash it. Alright, let's try go over here. Alright, so we have a big object, so let's try open up the door. Okay, let's try move the cart as well. So this would be a good opportunity to use our feather drone and the indestructible drone later. Okay, so over here empty. The chest is empty as well. So with the combination of both indestructible drone and feather drone, we can ensure that the value of the items will not drop even if we bang it around. And with the feather drone, it will compensate our strength to carrying it. So at least we can easier to carrying around. Right, let's try to grab this big broom back to our checkpoint. So without the feather drone, I will not be able to lift this heavy object. Alright, so we have 11k. Alright, so okay, let's put back our feather drone just to make it easier to arrange. Okay, let's try to maybe make it stand up. Oh, accidentally pressed. because the thing about the checkpoint is if our objects is actually outside the line like this, it will actually break the value later on. Okay, let's try keep the indestructible drone. Since we're in the checkpoint here, the items will not lose its value as long as we're in the box. Okay, let's try rotate the items around. Okay, so this will do as well, as long as it's in the box. Right, let's try to go gather all the items. Right, so there's still one more room we haven't checked. Let's open the cupboard here. Got one ring. Right, let's try to push our cart. Alright, let's try check the room on the right. Alright, so we have a clown door. Okay, there's another monster. Okay, so that is the clown monster again. Alright, so it seems to went to the left hand side. Let's try to see, is it still there? Okay, let's try to hide under the bed and wait for it to make a U-turn. Okay, so it did make a U-turn. Alright, let's try to grab our card. Okay, so it's still at the door there. Right, hopefully it didn't see us. Alright. So the clown door is at the side. I'm thinking... Okay, never mind. I was thinking actually try to use the clown door to kill that monster. But I'm not confident enough at this run, and I do not want to risk it since we're at stage 3 now. If possible, I try to avoid conflict with the enemies, so at least I can survive through the stage, hopefully. Okay, so let's try to grab the clown door. Okay. Right, let's try to grab the door now. Okay. Right. Let's try look at the right. It seems like... Okay, so it seems the clown monster is not in the room. Let's try look around a little bit. Okay, so we have another monster screams. Not sure what it is, but I have to be careful a bit. Okay, maybe you can look around the area a little bit. Okay, now. Alright, let's try to open the cupboard. Okay, so we have... Okay, so that is another monster. So that is called the peeper, and it will attract your attentions as soon as your character make contact with it. So every single second it will actually damage you as long as you look at it. Alright, let's try to grab our card for now. So now at this stage we have two enemy, the peeper and also the clown. Okay, we have to be careful a bit since we are down to half of our more than half of our HP. Okay, let's put this in the card. Let's check around, see what we can gather. Alright, maybe let's try check over this room. Let's see what we can find over here. Okay, it seems to be empty. Maybe we can check the cupboard. Alright, it's empty as well. Alright, there's nothing we can get. Let's try to go back out. Okay, so far over here. Okay, let's grab this. Alright, so seems like the clown is not in the room yet. Let's try to look a bit further. Hide here. Okay, so we hear another sound, probably another monster. Okay, let's try open the cupboard here, see if we got anything. Alright, so it's empty. We still got quite a few areas to go through. Let's try to check over here. So there's nothing over this side. Let's try go over the room. Alright, so there's no monster in this room yet. Let's try to climb over here. Let's try to jump on the bed. Sometimes it's a bit hard to jump over. Alright, never mind, let's try again. Right, we managed to climb on top of the bed. So let's try look around. Okay, so there's no monster in yet. So let's try to climb on top. Alright, so we have quite a few items here. Maybe we can try to put some of the items at the lower level. Right, let's try with this crown. Hopefully we don't break the items. Alright. And try to grab this love potion. Hopefully we can put down as well. Okay. Let's try to be careful. Ah, damn it. It broke. Never mind. Let's try to grab the crown. At least we got one item. Alright. Let's try to be careful with this item. Okay, so we got a little bit chipped off, so it's still okay. Not too bad. Alright. Ouch. Just to make sure there's no enemies around. Alright, so I think we can jump down. Oh wait, the clown is still there. We have to be careful now, because the clown can potentially one hit KO us with the laser beam. Right, so we still got quite a lot of area we haven't gone through. And also, let's talk about the channel. I will try to explore more on different games in the future, as well as playing other genre games, but mainly focus on horror and mystery puzzles. Okay, so the clown's in the room now. Let's try to be careful. Okay, it seems to make a round. And yeah, drop it down at the comment sections. What other games you guys hope to watch me play in the future, so I can put it on my to play list. Alright, so we still can hear the clowns around. Let's try to be careful a little bit. Okay, so it came back. Okay, so it seems to be dashing to... Oh, right. So it dashed to our checkpoint. Know what? Let's try to use this opportunity to explore other area. Let's try to go up the staircase. Okay, so this is new for me. I haven't seen this area before. Okay, so the room seems to be empty. We have some potion flask. Alright, so let's try get back down. Hopefully there's no monster coming up. Okay, so I think there's another secret area. Yeah, there's another secret area. Alright, so the clown just passed over the hallway. So now let's try to see how we can get into this secret space. At the same time, we have to be careful with the clown, so hopefully we don't drop right in front of the clown. That would be a disaster. Okay, let's try go down and see, just to check whether the clown is still nearby. It seems to be clear the clown is not here. So let's try to get into the secret space over there. Alright, maybe we can try to jump down from here. Okay. Alright, almost there. Maybe we can try a different approach. Maybe we can run over here and jump. Okay, so it works this way. Okay, so we got 2 wasps over here. So let's try figure out how we can actually move them to the staircase without breaking them. They're actually quite high value objects, but at the same time it's actually quite fragile. Okay, I'm thinking maybe try to grab our cart and put at the stair over there, so we can maybe drop the vase down into the cart. That way we will not break the vase. Yeah, so maybe you can try do that. Oh, damn it, there's a clown. Oh well, that's a little bit unfortunate. Alright, so we are so close to past the stage 3. At least we managed to reach stage 3 itself. Alright, so we're back at stage 1 again. Okay guys, so that was unfortunate as soon as we dropped down right in front of the clown. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video so far, as this is my first video for the channel. If you guys wanted to see me play more of Repo or other games, comment down below. Remember, like and subscribe for my channel so I can see you in the next video. Bye bye.